Good morning or good afternoon. Now I am going to explain to you about this question, which is question number 5. Actually, this is question number 5. This is question number 5 in your activity exercise number 2. So I am going to explain to you how to write an algorithm and draw a flow chart for this question. Here in this flow chart, we are going to an algorithm. We are going to use conditional statement. As I told you already, conditional statement is used in this one, in this all questions of this exercise. Now let me start to you. First, I would like to write the algorithm. To write the algorithm, you know very well. First, let me change the color of my ink so that it doesn't look very bad. Step 0, start. This is the first step, you know it. Step 1, we have to get the input. What is the input? We are getting the input as age. Age is the input. So input age. Step 2 is what? We are going to check the condition. If age greater or equal to 18. This is a condition. See, this is a if condition. Condition means this is the condition. I am checking if this is the condition of the input. Maybe what is the number I enter here, that is the input, age. If it is 50, more than 18. If it is 12, less than 18. So I am checking the condition if the age is more than or greater than 18. If the age is more than or greater than 18, then I say go to step, I skip one step, step 4. Next step is step 3. I don't want to go to step 3, I want to skip one step. So in step 3 what I write? If the condition is not true, because there are only two possibilities. One is true and the other one is false. So I can write here output less than 18. Less than 18. Okay, less than 18. Okay, if the age is greater than 18, then go to step 4, output less than 18. Age less than 18 also you can write. If you don't want to just write like this, you can put here age less than 18 also. It is fine. It is fine. Now you can see here. Okay, output age less than 18. If a is greater than or equal to 18, go to step 4. What is step 4? Now you see here, I will go here, I will write the step 4. Step 4 is what? I will write here output age more than 18. See, now here I write here age less than 18. Should it go to step 4? No, it should skip, because you cannot have the two outputs at the same time. So you go back here to this one, and here you write what? Go to step 5. So now you go here and write down here step 5 and you write here end. So can you see now the algorithm is ready. Just have a look of this algorithm, and if you have any question, note it down in a paper. As I told you, at the end of the class you can ask me any question that you want to ask about it. I hope until this point you are okay. Now let me go for the flow chart of the same question. So now, as I told you, the flow chart of the same question, let me draw it. Okay, now as I told you, the first step is what? We all know that we start the algorithm with start, we will end it with end. So just we will put it like this, start and end. This is the first and the last. Okay, now what I will write? I will write the text inside. I will write it as start. Okay, I will write it as start here as I did it before. Then I will write it here and I will write it as end. I will write it as end. So these are the two things which we have done. After that, you know that in every aspect of any program, what we have? We have something called input. We have something called input. We have the input. So the input has to be got in the form of what? Parallelogram. So here what is the input in this question? The input in the question is, I am going to get the input of age. So I just write here input, I write here input age, I write here input age, I write here input age. After I write the input age, now what I am going to do? I am going to check the condition. Here in this one, I am going to check the condition. So what I do? I just put the condition, which is a diamond shape, and I am going to write the text here. Okay, it's a diamond shape. Then I write here in this one text, I write here age greater or equal to 18. If the age is more than or equal to 18, and you know very well there are two possibilities for this one. One is yes, the other one is what? No. One is what? This condition can be true or the condition can be false. So now what I do is that I write down here if the condition is true, which is nothing but yes. I write it here if the condition is no. I write it down here no, no. So if it is yes, what will be the output? If it is no, what will be the output? So I am going to draw the output here again. Okay, I am using the same thing. Okay, output. Now I am using a parallelogram. Just a minute, the shape is not very clear, so let me erase it off. And now I am using this one. I am using a parallelogram here. Can you see this one? The parallelogram is drawn because if this is yes, this will be the output. If this is no, this will be the output. So I am making these two outputs. One is yes, the other one is no, and these are the two inputs and outputs. Now what I do is that I go to the text. I say if the age is more than 18, you say that older than, more than 18. Just message more than 18. It is also very small, so more than 18. Okay, or I just say greater than 18. Okay, if you don't want, I will say, I think this is so small, so let me make it little bit bigger so that the text will be clear. So I just write here greater than 18, greater than 18. It is also not very clear. Okay, so let us make it a little bit bigger text. Okay, greater than, it should not come out, but now I have put it like this, greater than 18. That's the input output. If this is not the case, I will write down here lesser than 18. So for example, I write here lesser than 18, lesser than 18. So I'll say less than 18 if I feel less than 18. Okay, if there is a space problem, because since I'm having a problem with the space, I'm adjusting it like this, less than 18. Now what I do, I have drawn the basic structure of the flow chart. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the lines, the flow lines. These are the flow lines which I am using now. See, now this is a flow line. I am connecting it with the end, and this is a flow line. I am connecting it with this one. Okay, and you are using it like this. Now what I do, I just try to put the arrows. See here, now this is why we are having these arrows, to show the flow of the data in which direction, because it's a flow chart. The chart shows the flow of data in a program, how it flows. Can you see now? It explains the flow of data in a clear way. So I hope this is clear for you. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the class time. I hope it's clear. Now I completed the algorithm and I finished the flowchart. Thank you, and this will be uploaded in the Moodle.